Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and this is a Symmetra masterclass. I'm going to show you how to play Symmetra, give you some ideas and some tips of to really how to use this hero, because she sets up defensive positions and she puts the teleporter down and brings in reinforcements, and it's so powerful. But what you've got to remember is Symmetra is really powerful in close quarters, like really powerful. Now this is Gibraltar and we're on defense. This is right outside their spawn to the right-hand side as you're as you're defending. What I'm doing is I'm putting turrets up there because obviously when people run through this door, I want my 3 turrets to hit them. But I also know I don't want to be in that room because I can get hit from behind. That's bad. So I've backed off into that room and I've started putting the turrets up, or I will do as the charge, as it starts to recharge. Now what I'm doing is firing my charged up right click attack, which is a big energy ball which goes through shields and does a lot of damage. I mean, look at that. I've just taken out that Bastion. If Bastion wants to sit there, he's ideal for me to attack. Look how fast my teleporter has become active. I 100% eliminated Bastion. I got various assists and all kinds of stuff there. It made me get my teleporter up really quick because you charge your ultimate up via doing damage, basically. You don't get it charged by taking damage anymore. You used to, which was a bit of a problem because if you play characters like Junkrat, where you were doing loads of damage to the enemy team, but it wasn't like insane burst damage, it was a lot of AoE damage, they would charge up their ultimates and it'd be a bit crazy. So that's why it's not like that anymore, I do believe. Anyway, back to Symmetra. So you can see I'm involved in duels here. It's fine to be involved in a duel when your turrets are set up with McCree and also, a Bastion comes in behind and helps you out. That's why the teleport is really powerful. There is one thing, though, you've got to be aware of. You have to keep your eye on the payload, because this is a payload map. And one thing you can, because, you can see the payload, it has moved forward. You can get a little bit tunnel visioned, where you just stay in one area, and you're nowhere near, they can just bypass you when they spawn, and that's bad. So what I'm doing now is making sure I'm keeping my teleporter nest in place, while also applying shields to people. It's not an attack, but when you see the target comes up and says press E, you do that and you provide a small 50 shield. It might not sound like a lot, but it can be the difference between life or death. Especially on squishy heroes like, I guess, Hanzo or Tracer, people like that. Doesn't really make much of a difference on people like Roadhog, but it's still a little bit of a difference. Every little bit helps, right? So, you can see I'm heavily working this area. Decent kill streak. My teleporter's still up. Keeping my turrets up. I've got slots for 2 more turrets there. You can have a maximum of 6 up at any time. And you've got to remember that as well. Don't think you can keep putting turrets down, because you can't, because it'll just start removing turrets that you've already placed. This was a bad move, because now I die. Really, you don't want to die as Symmetra. Not when you've got a nice turret position set up. But even though I've died, my turrets are still there, and they're still going to do work. Reaper... Well, I think Reaper gets a little bit of, yeah, somebody got killed. There's Reaper. Reaper and Genji got killed, and I've got my teleporter back now, which, is pretty good. The turrets are really powerful, but when they're put into positions where they're not easy to be attacked, they can't directly fire it, then they have to come into an alcove. Now, this is the second point I want to show you on Gibraltar. This is... I'm essentially showing you 2 really powerful points for Symmetra. The first point, which we've just been moved out of, which is kind of okay because you can see the payload was moving forward and it's like we sort of needed to move anyway. This point here is really good. What I've done is put the teleporter down in the corner out of range, and I'm starting to put the turrets up around the teleporter. The reason for that, while it would be more optimal to put them on the column there, you can just see in front of me, the reason why I put them by the teleporter is I was vulnerable there, and if somebody ducked in to get the health pack, I'd have defense there capable of pushing away like a Tracer or a Genji or something like that, of which I know they've got on their team. Now, though, as the team's starting to teleport through, I'm making sure I'm applying my shield, and I'm also putting my turrets back onto that central pillar, while also firing my right click. Because the right click, it's a nasty surprise, this is in. There's a really good kill at the end of this clip with it, which stops a McCree ultimate, and I'm proud of myself. It's beautiful. So yeah, what I'm trying to do now is move my turrets. I've got 6 sentries up already. Oh, and also your attacks go through shields as well. So you've got to remember that, because it's ideal to dive onto Reinhardt. Or fire your... excuse me. There's Tracer. That's why you put the turrets down. 1v1 in a tight alcove, you probably will beat Tracer. But Tracer will dive out. There's no way a good Tracer will stay on top of you. She'll move out. But the turrets do loads of damage and absolutely, well, just annihilated her. So I'm going back now to just putting shields onto people. Again, it's only a 50 shield, but every little helps. It's a totally different way of playing the game with Symmetra. Generally, I play DPS characters, or if I'm playing support, I'll play Lucio. I think Symmetra is somewhat map dependent. Like, I really enjoy playing her on Gibraltar. Some of the other maps, she can be maybe not as strong, but she's still always viable because of a teleport. And she's not boring to play. You can see she really is quite entertaining to play. So they're almost about to get the payload here. Watch this. Oh, Genji comes in with his ulti and dies. Soldier comes down. And it's looking like they're going to cap it. It's high noon. It's not anymore. Oh, that was sweet. That was beautiful. And there you go. Awesome. I thought that was a really good gameplay clip to commentate over and just give you guys some tips on Symmetra and just show you how I think she should be played. Is this just turret cam? Oh. Yeah, it is. Oh, dear. Well done, Torbjorn. Play the game. Immense. Absolutely immense. Oh, dear. So look at that. 13 sentry turret eliminations. Pretty fucking good. No, actually, yeah. 9 sentry turret kills and 13 eliminations. Pretty good. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to put this together because I thought it was a great example of how to play Symmetra. You don't want to be out in the open. You want to be in little alcoves setting up your little nest, but you want to also be getting eliminations and support through your right-click attack, mainly. People coming close to range, hit them with your left click, and also kind of drawing people into where all your turrets can kill them. She's becoming my favourite support, I think, but I think she's a little bit map dependent. Anyway, guys, I'm Stylist, so this is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you next time. Toodaloo.